Santa Monica is a beachfront city in western Los Angeles County, California, United States. The city is named after the Christian saint, Monica. Situated on Santa Monica Bay, it is bordered on three sides by the city of Los Angeles, Pacific Palisades to the north, Brentwood on the northeast, Sawtell on the east, Mar Vista on the southeast, and Venice on the south. Santa Monica is home to many Hollywood celebrities and executives and is a mixture of affluent single-family neighborhoods, renters, surfers, professionals, and students. The Census Bureau population for Santa Monica in 2010 was 89,736. Partly because of its agreeable climate, Santa Monica had become a famed resort town by the early 20th century. The city has experienced a boom since the late 1980s through the revitalization of its downtown core, significant job growth and increased tourism. History. Santa Monica was long inhabited by the Tongva people. Santa Monica was called Ketchic in the Tongva language. The first non-indigenous group to set foot in the area was the party of explorer Gaspar de Portola, who camped near the present-day intersection of Barrington and Ohio Avenues on August 3, 1769. There are two different versions of the naming of the city. One says that it was named in honor of the feast day of Saint Monica, but her feast day is actually May 4th. Another version says that it was named by Juan Crespa on account of a pair of springs, the Curravungna Springs, that were reminiscent of the tears that Saint Monica shed over her son's early impiety. In Los Angeles, several battles were fought by the Californios. Following the Mexican-American War, Mexico signed the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which gave Mexicans and Californios living in states certain unalienable rights. U.S. government sovereignty in California began on February 2, 1848. In the 1870s, the Los Angeles and Independence Railroad connected Santa Monica with Los Angeles, and a wharf out into the bay. The first town hall was a modest 1873 brick building, later a beer hall, and now part of the Santa Monica Hostel. It is Santa Monica's oldest extant structure. By 1885, the town's first hotel was the Santa Monica Hotel. Amusement piers became enormously popular in the first decades of the 20th century, and the extensive Pacific Electric Railroad brought people to the city's beaches from across the greater Los Angeles area. Around the start of the 20th century, a growing population of Asian Americans lived in or near Santa Monica and Venice. A Japanese fishing village was located near the Long Wharf, while small numbers of Chinese lived or worked in both Santa Monica and Venice. The two ethnic minorities were often viewed differently by white Americans, who were often well-disposed towards the Japanese but condescending towards the Chinese. The Japanese village fishermen were an integral economic part of the Santa Monica Bay community. Donald Wills Douglas, Sr., built a plant in 1922 at Cloverfield for the Douglas Aircraft Company. In 1924, 4 Douglas-built planes took off from Cloverfield to attempt the first aerial circumnavigation of the world. The Douglas Company kept facilities in the city until the 1960s. The Great Depression hit Santa Monica deeply. One report gives citywide employment in 1933 of just 1,000. Hotels and office building owners went bankrupt. In the 1930s, corruption infected Santa Monica. The Federal Works Project Administration helped build several buildings in the city, most notably City Hall. The main post office and Barnum Hall were also among several other WPA projects. Douglas's business grew astronomically with the onset of World War II, employing as many as 44,000 people in 1943. To defend against air attacks, designers from the Warner Brothers studios prepared elaborate camouflage that disguised the factory and airfield. The RAND Corporation began as a project of the Douglas Company in 1945, and spun off into an independent think tank on May 14, 1948. Rand eventually acquired a 15-acre campus centrally located between the Civic Center and the pier entrance. The completion of the Santa Monica Freeway in 1966 brought the promise of new prosperity, though at the cost of decimating the Pico neighborhood that had been a leading African-American enclave on the west side. Beach volleyball is believed to have been developed by Duke Kahanamoku in Santa Monica during the 1920s. Attractions and cultural resources. The Santa Monica Loft Hippodrome is a National Historic Landmark. It sits on the Santa Monica Pier, which was built in 1909. The La Monica Ballroom on the pier was once the largest ballroom in the U.S. and the source for many New Year's Eve national network broadcasts. The Santa Monica Civic Auditorium was an important music venue for several decades and hosted the Academy Awards in the 1960s. McCabe's Guitar Shop is still a leading acoustic performance space as well as retail outlet. Bergamot Station is a city-owned art gallery compound that includes the Santa Monica Museum of Art. The city is also home to the California Heritage Museum and the Angel's Attic Dollhouse and Toy Museum. Santa Monica has three main shopping districts: Montana Avenue on the north side of the city, the downtown district in the city's core, and Main Street on the south end of the city. Each of these districts has its own unique feel and personality. Montana Avenue is a stretch of luxury boutique stores, restaurants, and small offices that generally features more upscale shopping. The Main Street district offers an eclectic mix of clothing, restaurants, and other specialty retail. The downtown district is the home of the 3rd Street Promenade, a major outdoor pedestrian-only shopping district that stretches for 3 blocks between Wilshire Boulevard and Broadway. 3rd Street is closed to vehicles for those 3 blocks to allow people to stroll, congregate, shop and enjoy street performers. Santa Monica Place, featuring Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom in a 3-level outdoor environment, is located at the south end of the promenade. After a period of redevelopment, the mall reopened in the fall of 2010 as a modern shopping, entertainment and dining complex with more outdoor space. Santa Monica hosts the annual Santa Monica Film Festival. The oldest movie theater in the city is the Majestic, also known as the Mayfair Theater. The theater, which opened in 1912, has been closed since the 1994 Northridge earthquake. The Aero Theater and Criterion Theater were built in the 1930s and still show movies. The Santa Monica Promenade alone supports more than a dozen movie screens. Palisades Park stretches out along the crumbling bluffs overlooking the Pacific and is a favorite walking area to view the ocean. It includes a totem pole, camera obscura, artwork, benches, picnic areas, petanque courts, and restrooms. Tongva Park occupies 6 acres between Ocean Avenue and Main Street, just south of Colorado Avenue. The park includes an overlook, amphitheater, playground, garden, fountains, picnic areas, and restrooms. The Santa Monica Stairs, a long, steep staircase that leads from north of San Vicente down into Santa Monica Canyon, is a popular spot for all natural outdoor workouts. Some area residents have complained that the stairs have become too popular and attract too many exercises to the wealthy neighborhood of multi-million-dollar properties. Natives and tourists alike have enjoyed the Santa Monica Rugby Club since 1972. The club has been very successful since its conception, most recently winning back-to-back national championships in 2005 and 2006. Santa Monica defeated the Boston Irish Wolfhounds 57-19 in the Division I final, convincingly claiming its second consecutive American title on June 4, 2006, in San Diego. They offer men's, women's and a thriving children's programs. The club recently joined the Rugby Super League. Every fall, the Santa Monica Chamber of Commerce hosts the Taste of Santa Monica on the Santa Monica Pier. Visitors can sample food and drinks from Santa Monica restaurants. Other annual events include the Business and Consumer Expo, Sustainable Quality Awards, Santa Monica Cares Health and Wellness Festival, and the State of the City. The Swanky Shutters on the Beach Hotel offers a trip to the famous Santa Monica Farmers Market to select and influence the materials that will become that evening's special market dinner. Santa Monica is a mecca for skateboarding culture. Santa Monica has two hospitals, St. John's Health Center and Santa Monica UCLA Medical Center. Its cemetery is Woodlawn Memorial. Santa Monica has several newspapers and magazines, including the Santa Monica Star, Santa Monica Daily Press, the Santa Monica Mirror, the Santa Monica Observer, Santa Monica Magazine, and the Santa Monica Sun. Geography. The city of Santa Monica rests on a mostly flat slope that angles down towards Ocean Avenue and towards the south. High bluffs separate the north side of the city from the beaches. Santa Monica borders the LA neighborhoods of Pacific Palisades to the north and Venice to the south. To the west, Santa Monica has the 3-mile coastline fronting the Santa Monica Bay, and to the east of the city borders are the Los Angeles communities of West Los Angeles and Brentwood. Climate classified as a subtropical Mediterranean climate, Santa Monica enjoys an average of 310 days of sunshine a year. It is located in the USDA Plant Hardiness Zone 11A. Because of its location, nestled on the vast and open Santa Monica Bay, morning fog is a common phenomenon in May, June and early July. Like other inhabitants of the greater Los Angeles area, residents have a particular terminology for this phenomenon: the May gray and the June gloom. Overcast skies are common for June mornings, but usually the strong sun burns the fog off by noon. In the late winter, early summer, daily fog is a phenomenon too. It happens suddenly and it may last some hours or past sunset time. Nonetheless, it will sometimes stay cloudy and cool all day during June, even as other parts of the Los Angeles area enjoy sunny skies and warmer temperatures. At times, the sun can be shining east of 20th Street, while the beach area is overcast. As a general rule, the beach temperature is from 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than it is inland during summer days, and 5 to 10 degrees warmer during winter nights. It is also in September that highest temperatures tend to be reached. It is winter, however, when the hot, dry winds of the Santoranis are most common. In contrast, temperatures exceeding 10 degrees below average are rare. The rainy season is from late October through late March. Winter storms usually approach from the northwest and pass quickly through the Southland. There is very little rain during the rest of the year. Yearly rainfall totals are unpredictable as rainy years are occasionally followed by droughts. There has never been any snow or frost, but there has been hail. Santa Monica usually enjoys cool breezes blowing in from the ocean, which tend to keep the air fresh and clean. Therefore, smog is less of a problem for Santa Monica than elsewhere around Los Angeles. However, in the autumn months of September through November, the Santorano winds will sometimes blow from the east, bringing smoggy inland air to the beaches. Environment. Santa Monica is one of the most environmentally activist municipalities in the nation. The city proposed a sustainable city plan in 1992 and in 1994 was one of the first cities in the nation to adopt a comprehensive sustainability plan, setting waste reduction and water conservation policies for both public and private sector through its Office of Sustainability and the Environment. 82% of the city's public works vehicles now run on alternative fuels, including nearly 100% of the municipal bus system, making it among the largest such fleets in the country. Santa Monica has adopted a community energy independence initiative, with a goal of achieving complete energy independence by 2020. In the last 15 years, greenhouse gas emissions have been cut citywide by nearly 10% relative to 1990 levels, with further reductions being planned by the Office of Sustainability. An urban runoff facility, the first of its kind in the U.S., catches and treats 3.5 million US gallons of water each week that would otherwise flow into the bay via storm drains and sells it back to end users within the city for reuse as grey water. While bioswales throughout the city allow rainwater to percolate into and replenish the groundwater supply, the groundwater supply will play an increasingly central role in the city's Sustainable Water Master Plan, whereby Santa Monica has set a goal of attaining 100% water independence by 2020. The city has numerous programs designed to promote water conservation among residents, including a rebate of $1.50 per square foot for those who convert water-intensive lawns to more local drought-tolerant gardens that require less water. Santa Monica also has a green building code whereby constructing to code implies the equivalent of the U.S. Green Building Council's LEED Silver certification. The city's LEED certified main library, for example, is built over a 200,000-gallon cistern that collects filtered storm water from the roof. The water is used for landscape irrigation. Since 2009, Santa Monica has been developing the Zero Waste Strategic Operations Plan, by which the city will set a goal of diverting at least 95% of all waste away from landfills and toward recycling and composting by 2030. The plan includes a food waste composting program, which diverts 3 million pounds of restaurant food waste away from landfills annually. Currently, 77% of all solid waste produced citywide is diverted from landfills. The city is also in the process of implementing a 5-year and 20-year bike action plan with a goal of attaining 14 to 35% bicycle mode share by 2030, through the installation of enhanced bicycle infrastructure throughout the city. Other environmental features include curbside recycling, curbside composting bins, farmers markets, community gardens, garden share, an urban forest initiative, a hazardous materials home collection service, green business certification, and a municipal bus system which is currently being revamped to integrate with the soon-to-open Expo line. Cityscape. Demographics. Santa Monica's population has grown from 417 in 1880 to 89,736 in 2010. The 2010 United States Census reported that Santa Monica had a population of 89,736. The population density was 10,662.6 people per square mile. The racial makeup of Santa Monica was 69,663 white, 3,526 African American, 338 Native American, 8,053 Asian, 124 Pacific Islander, 4,047 from other races, and 3,985 from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 11,716 persons. The census reported that 87,610 people lived in households, 1,299 lived in non-institutionalized group quarters, and 827 were institutionalized. There were 46,917 households, out of which 7,835 had children under the age of 18 living in them. 13,092 were opposite-sex married couples living together. 3,510 had a female householder with no husband present. 1,327 had a male householder with no wife present. There were 2,867 unmarried opposite-sex partnerships, and 416 same-sex married couples or partnerships. 22,716 households were made up of individuals, and 5,551 had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 1.87 there were 17,929 families. The average family size was 2.79. The population was spread out with 12,580 people under the age of 18, 6,442 people aged 18 to 24, 32,552 people aged 25 to 44, 24,746 people aged 45 to 64, and 13,416 people who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 40.4 years. For every 100 females there were 93.2 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 91.2 males. There were 50,912 housing units at an average density of 6,049.5 per square mile, of which 13,315 were owner-occupied, and 33,602 were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 1.1%, the rental vacancy rate was 5.1%. 30,067 people lived in owner-occupied housing units and 57,543 people lived in rental housing units. According to the 2010 United States Census, Santa Monica had a median household income of $73,649. With 11.2% of the population living below the federal poverty line. 2000. As of the census of 2000, there are 84,084 people, 44,497 households, and 16,775 families in the city. The population density is 10,178.7 inhabitants per square mile. There are 47,863 housing units at an average density of 5,794.0 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city is 78.29% white, 7.25% Asian, 3.78% African American, 0.47% Native American, 0.10% Pacific Islander, 5.97% from other races, and 4.13% from two or more races. 13.44% of the population are Hispanic or Latino of any race. There are 44,497 households, out of which 15.8% have children under the age of 18, 27.5% are married couples living together, 7.5% have a female householder with no husband present, and 62.3% are non-families. 51.2% of all households are made up of individuals and 10.6% have someone living there alone who is 65 years of age or older. The average household size is 1.83 and the average family size is 2.80. The city of Santa Monica is consistently among the most educated cities in the United States, with 23.8% of all residents holding graduate degrees. The population is diverse in age, with 14.6% under 18, 6.1% from 18 to 24, 40.1% from 25 to 44, 24.8% from 45 to 64, and 14.4% 65 years or older. The median age is 39 years. For every 100 females, there are 93.0 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there are 91.3 males. According to a 2009 estimate, the median income for a household in the city is $71,095, and the median income for a family is $109,410. Males have a median income of $55,689 versus $42,948 for females. The per capita income for the city is $42,874. 10.4% of the population and 5.4% of families are below the poverty line. Out of the total population, 9.9% of those under the age of 18 and 10.2% of those 65 and older are living below the poverty line.